Terminator, the story of a robot uprising and humans from the future desperate to stop it, by way of the past.
This franchise has everything. Killer robots, time travel, a badass action hero, Arnold Schwarzenegger's butt.
Meet the Connor family. Sarah, the mother of humanity's savior, Kyle, the time-traveling father, and John. Or Johns. There are a lot of different versions of this guy.
And then there's the crazy uncle, the T-800, Arnold Schwarzenegger. A walking metal killing machine sent from the future to prevent John from ever existing. And then, of course, a different T-800 is sent to protect him. And then a different good one is sent back because the second one dies. And then, oh god, no, there's another one who tries to kill him again.
But no worries, because then later, or earlier, yet another T-800 is sent back to raise Sarah Connor. A lot of metal guys to think about in this series.
You got your standard robot, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Then in Judgment Day, you get your goopy metal cop robot, and he just kind of oozes around.
If Goop Robot was an iPhone 5C, Terminator 3 introduces the moderately improved iPhone 6, the TX, which is, I believe, also the name of a calculator.
And finally, in GENISYS, we meet the T-3000. In this analogy, I guess it'd be an iPad? It's made of billions of tiny nanobots, which unfortunately does not help it not die.
It's the classic American story. An apocalyptic resistance leader sends his young dad back in time to sleep with his mom, unknowingly creating himself and saving humanity.
Fast forward about 10 years, and John Connor is an angsty young foster boy with a motorbike.
Meanwhile, Sarah's in an insane asylum doing pull-ups.
Luckily, old John sends back a fun robot stepdad to get young John through puberty safe and sound.
This is a problem I have with this franchise. Future John Connor is micromanaging his own existence. Hey John, instead of sending multiple robots back in time to protect you and learn cool catchphrases, why don't you devote like a solid half hour to just training a replacement in the event of your inevitable death?
Well, hold on. SkyNet starts all this by sending a Terminator back in the first place. They're the ones messing with time travel. It's not like he has a lot of time to think this over. It's either A, send back Robot Dad, or B, instantaneously blink out of existence across all possible timelines.
Yeah, I just think like give 5 people a rundown on how payroll works and this whole thing will go a lot smoother. You aren't so important, John. I think you just gotta step back, bud. Time literally works against you.
Anyway, jumping another 10 or so years into the future, John Connor and his future wife Kate are menaced by another killer robot. Once again, they stop the total destruction of the world, and oh my god, no, wait, they didn't. Oh, sweet mother of God.
Fast forward 10 more years, why not? John Connor is out there killing bots, taking barcodes. He's stabbed in the heart by a sleek young CGI Schwarzenegger, and his sleeper agent cyborg bestie sacrifices himself to save the resistance.
Wow, would you do that for me?
I'm not a cyborg.
Yeah, but what if you were?
No, I would not.
Okay, well, moving right along, we've got GENISYS. Abandon all that you knew. Wipe the slate clean of dirty, oily robot parts. Up is now down. Good is now evil. Young is now old.
John Connor is a baddie. He's made of metal dust and he gets taken out by an MRI machine and a couple lasers.
Also, they stole an idea from my 700-page screenplay, The App That Was Evil.
TLDW, why don't you just go back to the 1800s and kill off the Connor line?
Oh, shit.